Yeah.
Well, thanks everybody for coming. That was a rowdy beginning. Good morning. My name is Peter Howe, and I'm on the board of trustees. And I want to
Your mic turned on, by the way. Try that.
That better? So, welcome to the Unitarian Universalist congregation. This is Wananoa Valley. We're so glad to have you here this morning. As you use at UUCSB, 7 days a week, Unitarian Universalists live their faith by doing. Whether in community with others or as individuals, we know that active, tangible expressions of love, justice, and peace are what make a difference. Embracing peace, love, and understanding that goes beyond individual belief systems, we want to be creators of positive change in people and in the world. So let's take advantage of this time we spend together today in this place to help us focus on making the world a better place as we venture out on this Sunday and every day. If you are new to Unitarian Universalism, you might take note, excuse me, of our mission statement, which is printed on the front of the order of service. We also work together to promote and practice our 8 principles, which are printed on the back of the order of service. Now it's our tradition to welcome first and second time visitors, or those of you who haven't been here for a while, to stand, if you're comfortable doing so, and introduce yourselves and tell us when you're from. You can start right here. Anybody visiting from this side?
I'm Lee.
Hi.
I was here last week, first time. I'm Amy, and I'm here before.
Glad you're here. Anybody else on this side? Anybody on this side?
Yes,
Hi.
my name is Maria Siciliano. I moved here a year ago, not to Black Mountain, but New Hope Creek, and looking for a nice congregation, so...
Well, do you
here
think you
today.
found that this morning?
I think so, because I am a singer, so...
Great.
So,
That's
it's
awesome.
one of my favorite songs. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, we have a special treat for those of you who stood up and introduced yourselves. You're invited to our potluck luncheon today, which takes place right after the service. Please come so we can get to know you better and vice versa. Folks from our membership committee, whom you can recognize by their orange name tags, will be there, and they'll be strategically placed at various tables where they think you might sit. Those of you who did not stand and introduce yourselves, we hope you come too. Rest assured there's always plenty of food for everyone. An integral part of our service is the reading of our land and labor acknowledgement statement, which is printed on the back of your order of service. Please listen to the words as I read them, or you may read along and appreciate their meaning. We acknowledge with respect that this land is a sacred ancestral home of the Cherokee and other Native peoples who survived and continue to make their home here. We deeply regret the genocide and broken treaties by which their land was stolen and from which we all benefit. We support the Cherokee as they seek redress for these injustices. We also acknowledge that this country was built on the stolen labor and denied ownership of land to enslaved Africans who continue to experience oppression, economic injustice, and generational trauma. We bear a moral and spiritual responsibility to oppose and work to eliminate the ongoing harm of white supremacy and racism. A couple of quick announcements. The women's group meeting this Thursday is meeting at 4:30, not 5:30. So please make a note of that. I think that was published wrong somewhere, I don't know. And also, we seem to be short a few hymnals. If you've taken one home, please return it next Sunday. Did you return it? Did you return the hymnal?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
That is so rude, and we'll talk about it. Yes, I did. Preacher's wife.
And On that note, we'll begin our service. Oh, please silence your cell phone.
Peter's a tough man. You call your wife out on a Sunday morning.
I hugged your wife. I
Shame
called my...
on you. You hugged my wife and you called your wife out.
And I did.
Talk to me after this service.
I don't know.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I think it is.
Is your mic on?
You can't hear me either?
Well,
Yeah, the blue light is on.
You can use mine.
How about now?
No.
I can use this. How about now?
Maybe just closer to your mouth, I think.
Yeah.
No, it's not on.
not happening.
Blue lights on?
That's all right. Yeah, the blue light's on. It's okay.
Blue
It's
light
technology.
means it's charged, but the switch may be off.
It was on, no, it's on. It's technology.
Yep.
Oh,
Let's try it again. How about now?
sorry.
All right. So let us move on.
Try it one more time. Just see. What are you afraid of?
It's not on you.
No, try it one more time.
I'm sorry. Channel with Tom Jones. How about now?
One more time.
You set me up, brother. You set me up. You set me up. Oh, I wanted to share, as you know, my hair's gone now, and so I went to get, I tried on a $1 wig the other day. Yeah. It was a small price to pay. Did someone groan over here? Okay, all right. I have another one for you. We'll do it a little later. May we enter this hour with hope in our breast. Not that through this hour the world might be changed, but that through this hour we might be changed. May we enter this hour without despair, not that we are not discouraged. There's much to be discouraged about, but because despair will only lead us to defeat. May we enter this hour in the spirit of the beloved community. Not that we have already achieved this lofty goal, but that we are determined to pursue it with diligence. Thank you, Diane. So please rise as you are willing and able and join and sing. Look how beautiful it is out there. The leaves blowing. Our opening hymn this morning, number 108, My Life Flows On. 108. Our reading today, let us read this together. I'm sorry, no, we won't do that. 466, I'm sorry. I'm thinking ahead, which doesn't always work. We will read this responsibly. I was thinking of next time. Okay, 466. Vincent B. Sullivan reminds us about religion. Let religion be to us life and joy.
Let it be a voice of renewed challenge to the best we have and may be. Let it be a call to generous action.
Let religion be to us a dissatisfaction with things that are, which bid us serve more eagerly the true and right.
Let it be the sorrow that opens for us the way of sympathy, understanding, and service to suffering humanity.
Let religion be to us the wonder and lure of that which is only partly known and understood.
And I glories in nature's majesty and beauty, and a heart that rejoices in deeds of kindness and of virtue.
You know what, I'm sorry. Our visitor here didn't know. It's 466. Do you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Let religion be to us security and serenity because of its truth and beauty, and because of the enduring worth and power of the loyalties which it engenders.
Let it be to us hope and purpose, and the discovering of opportunities to express our best through daily tasks.
Religion, uniting us with all that is admirable in human beings everywhere.
Holding before our eyes a prospect of a better life for humankind, which each may help to make actual.
Here.
Hello. Okay. It's second Sunday of November when we have special music, and you can tell it's an exciting day today because we have Encore with Deb Evenchik on guitar, Rochelle Broome on vocals, and Spence Foscue on percussion. And Deb and Ro have been playing and singing together since 1977 when they met at Kent State University.
We were 6.
They played coffee houses, fundraisers, and small concert venues all throughout college, and music has been a part of their life together ever since. Spence is a longtime drummer. He was the house percussionist at the UU Church in Chapel Hill and spent time singing bass in various UU choirs as well as here at the UU CSV. He loves playing with Encore. Oh, I know you're gonna enjoy hearing God Bless the Child.
So, and I want to thank Anna Linda for sitting in with us on that first number. That was a first run through. She had not rehearsed with us. So thank you so much. This song was written by Miss Billie Holiday. This song came out of a big argument she was having with her mom about money. And she took that parable, God bless a child that's got his own, and she wrote a song around it. And so many of our neighbors are in trouble. So many of the people in this room make sure that their neighbors get a little bit more of what they need. They give generously of their time, from their own pantries, from their pocketbooks. And we pay homage to you for doing that. And it just made me think about how hard folks have it right now, and this song came to mind. Them that's got shall get, and them that's not shall lose. So the Mama may have, and Papa may have, but God bless the child, it's got his own, it's got his own. Ooh, yes, strong get smart, while the weak ones fade. Empty pockets don't ever make the grade. Mama may have, and your papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, it's got his own. Money, you've got lots of friends crowding around your door, but when you're gone and spending in, they don't come no more. Well, rich relations give crust of bread and such. You can help yourself, but don't take too much. Mama may have, and your papa may have. God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own. God bless the child that's got his own. God bless the child that's got his own.
Okay, this is the time in the service. Can you hear me? This is the time in the service. I'm kind of done with it, Bill. This is the time in the service where we invite you to come up and share a joy, concern, a sorrow. And the elements are over here. We have the stones, the water, and the fire. And all that is missing is you. The floor is yours. Does anybody need me to bring the stones to you? No? Okay. Well, that one's for me. And this one is for those of you who, for whatever reason, decided not to come up, but just know that we keep you in our thoughts and prayers and in our hearts and minds.
Technology is great when it works.
Yes.
Two wireless mics together is exciting.
And it took a woman to make this. Good.
Took another bald person.
Hostile.
He's just proud.
It's rough. Anyway, it is working. So, I wanted to say something about the sermon, but I'll do that in a moment. I might as well do it now. It took a woman to make this work. You know, there was the wrong, I thought, the wrong title of the sermon out there. It was supposed to be the joy in one's religion, but someone put the faith in one's religion. And I said, oh, that's wrong. But when I read through it this morning, it was the faith. But no more of that. Let me share with you. There'll be some joy in it, don't worry. Let's share the meditation time together, shall we? Please center yourselves as you see fit. We will have our time of quiet afterwards. And I think you will resonate with this. It's called The Courage to Be. In the blessed calm of this hour, we seek the courage to be. Living is not easy. Life is hard. And death is our ultimate end. Living is joyful. Life is good. Death merely defines its limits. This is the irony of being a human being. We gather as a diverse community, diverse in age and gender, sickness and health. You know, I just can't do it in a day.
Use the blue mic, Mike.
I don't know. Is
Use
it
the
in?
blue mic.
Is that on?
It's on. That's why you're taking practice.
So we try it again. You know, it is Mercury retrograde, so you must keep that in mind. Well, you don't have to. You can blame it all on me, but I'll get back at you. You know I can be vindictive. I want to start over. The courage to be. In the blessed calm of this hour, we seek the courage to be. Living is not easy. Life is hard. Death is our ultimate end. Living is joyful. Life is good. Death merely defines the limits. And this is the irony of what it means to be a human being. We gather as a diverse community, diverse in age, diverse in gender, sickness, health, happiness, sadness, plurality of thought. We come together to experience life at its finest, to release the best that is in each and every one of us, to summon our highest powers, to celebrate our earnest efforts, to acknowledge our shortcomings, and to recognize our finitude in the infinity of creation. How hard it is at times to go on, to follow routines, to do the needed work, to acquit our responsibilities. How hard it can be to keep our focus where we want, to sort through the details of living, to be the ultimate that we can be in life. It is difficult to be human. It is difficult to penetrate the fog of trivial things to the deeper matters of the spirit. But yet, after all of that, we still come here on Sundays to be with our companions, our beloved companions, and strangers alike, to be together, to breathe deeply the spirit of this place among each other, to seek once again the courage to be, the courage to be, the courage to be. You cannot heal being by doing. We are human beings. Spiritual beings in this that will go one day. This will go. And then it'll just be us, for real. And so I have your attention. While our minds are one for this brief moment, I leave you with the eloquence of silence. And so it is. You want to take the money now? It's that time.
This next song that we'd like to do for you was written by 3 Nashville women songwriters, singer-songwriters, Lori McKenna, Brandy Carlisle, and who's that third wonderful songwriter? Natalie Hemby. And I think you'll know why we chose it for you when we start. You can hold my hand when you need to let go. I can be your mountain when you're feeling valley low. I can be your street light, showing you the way home. You can hold my hand when you need to let go. On a house with a crowded table and a place by the fire for everyone. Let us take on the world while we're young and able, and bring us back together when the day is done. Let me tell you, if we want a garden, gonna have to plant the seed, plant a little happiness, let the roots run deep. 'Cause if it's love that we give, then it's love that we reap. If we want a garden, we're gonna have to sow the seed. Yeah, I want a house with a crowded table and a place by the fire for everyone. Let us take on the world while we're young and able, and bring us back together when the day is done. Doors always open, your picture's on my wall. Everyone's a little broken, but everyone belongs. Yeah, everyone belongs. Yeah. I want a house with a crowded table and a place by the fire for everyone. Let us take on the world where we're young or old but able, and bring us back together when the day is done, and bring us back together when the day is done. Ooh. I want a house with a round table. Yeah, we got room for everybody around my table. Think about the table till you got the room at the table. Yeah, yeah, I got room for you. I got room for you. I got room for her, got room for she. I got room for he. I got room for him, got room for they, got room for them, got room for everybody at the table. Yeah, do you have room at the table? Yeah, do you have room at the table? Yeah, let's have a crowded table. Yeah, a crowded table. Yeah.
I thank you for your generosity. All right, let me set my table. And I tell you, speaking of setting the table, let's get this going. Okay. Ro, I know you have yours back here, but my head doesn't fit like
The
that.
boom goes on the other side of your head.
Well, I was gonna get to that. I was gonna get to that. This is the boom. See, my head is kind of.
There's nothing wrong with you.
Watch out now. Don't mess up.
Don't bust it.
Okay. Don't mess up my head. I just wanted to say something about that song. Okay? Well, it's the image of the welcome table, and it's apropos, right? Because Thanksgiving is coming up. And most religions embrace the metaphor of the welcome table. But if its fruits can be seen everywhere, you can also see it in the roots of enslaved people in the Americas. Because African Americans, since times of slavery, sung about a welcome table at which we could one day feast and be free and to celebrate. And this was considered just the realities of the world in which ancestors lived at the time. It was an audacious vision. And those of you who are around here, you know that we talk about these kinds of things, but we're talking about we're talking about the song is about a radical hospitality. It's about the kind of welcome and hospitality that goes beyond, the niceties. Let's just sit and we can talk about, it's a lovely day today and that. Not that that's not important, but it reaches for a deeper sense of acceptance and understanding. It's a deeper sense of welcome that challenges us and invites us to what? To step out of our comfort zones, to risk being uncomfortable, to encounter each other and the stranger. The welcome exemplified by radical hospitality is nothing less than a spiritual practice that goes to the heart. That goes to the heart. In fact, it's the foundational root of all of us who call ourselves, people of faith. And you can be an atheist and still be a person of faith. And so this is no small thing we're talking about here. There's no small thing you were singing about there. So I just wanted to take a commercial break. And now a word from our sponsors. Okay. Here we will talk about the sermon. Let's try it here. I want to ask you to think with me. Let me get you out of here. About the place of joy in your religion, in our religion, and in our life. I just want to warn you, and maybe it's not a warning, but I don't have a prescription on how to access this joy. And maybe it's a warning, and I don't know, there is no prescription for it. It is my humble opinion that for the most part, not all the time, but for the most part, most of the joys and concerns, the woes that we have in life are not of our own making. Yes, I know, the metaphysics that if I think of it and that, and you got to be careful with that, because then you start blaming things, you're blaming yourself because you got cancer, or you start blaming yourself. I'm not talking about that. But it's just what happens in life. And it is only the faith with which we respond to life that is in our control. To avoid despair, to overcome misery and overcome grief, that's what we do as human beings. We are human beings, and I'm there. I look for ways that I don't have to suffer. Okay? I don't want to always do that, but if I can avoid the pain, I'm going to try. Yet joy and woe and despair, they're interwoven. So you really don't escape. You don't escape anything. And it's not just the yin and the yang, the dualities of our existence, but in the very visions we hold of what we think is noble, of what we think is honorable, and what we think is true and beautiful in life. The despair we experience has as much an important place in our lives as the joy. As the joy. This is the hero's journey. This is the shero's journey. This is the response that we hope would be ours today. But it's probably unrealistic to think that our lives are only to be defined in these terms. I agree with that. Faith is, as the Apostle Paul told us centuries ago, the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen, not seen, depending on your translation. Each one of us has particular hopes and dreams and ideals that we would want to direct our lives and be realized in us. It's different for everybody, but we have that. And yet we're always clashing with the harsh realities that's always there to disrupt and to deny, and even for some people to destroy those hopes and dreams. And so your faith and mine is constantly being tested and often twisted by these facts of life. No matter how fair and well-meaning our dreams, how valid our ideals, how lofty our hopes, the way we are able to deal in the here and now with the facts of existence is really all that counts. That's really all that counts. And probably the biggest problem of faith is to come to grips with those facts. I'll use myself as an example. My biological father was very pragmatic, and he grew up rough. He was a hood brother, but yet you could take him to hang out at Sutton Place. He, like me, we learned to walk early in life in different worlds. I'm comfortable in ghettos, and I'm comfortable around white folks' mansions. That's just how I do. Part of that was about survival, but part of that is just who I am. I know how to deal with folks. But I constantly kept bumping up against this wall of, it was naive, I was very young. Why can't we have world peace? Why can't we have world peace? Okay? And I got it for me that was a young man's dream. You're never going to get 8 or 9 billion people all on the same page at one time. I was asking myself, you read history, when was the last time there was world peace like that? It was made up. It was and I had to grow up with that. I mean, you and I can see an accident out here, and none of us will see it the same. So now I want 8 billion people to sing Kumbaya with me. That will not happen. That doesn't mean that we don't work towards it. But I needed a realistic expectation. A mature expectation. Otherwise, I'd be a mess now, because that doesn't happen. And then I look back at avatars and saints and what have you, and they never said you're going to have world peace. They said, I know, like Buddha said, I know there's a way to keep you from suffering. Like Jesus says, I know a way to keep, to keep your nervous system, I'm paraphrasing, to keep you from suffering. But they never said, I can fix all this. But I meet people every day, people here who think that that's the goal that they're going to work for. That 9 billion people are all going to be on the same page at the same time. Does that sound realistic to you? Does it?
No.
One of the true tests of our faith is the extent to which what we believe survives what actually happens to us and our ideals. Hopes, dreams, and wishes can be deceptive, but they can also be destructive because they can set you up for failure, because they can be unrealistic. And that doesn't mean that you don't do certain things. But it does mean that you have to have realistic expectations. They can lure us into believing that we live in a world where hope and peace rule supreme. The more difficult the conditions we face, the more appealing the idealized world of hoping and dreaming. I know folks who they can't deal with what's happening now because they have this idealized world of way the world should be, and that has never been. And so the more uncomfortable things get, the more unrealistic they get. The old saying is, they're so heavenly minded that they're no earthly good. There is something, the ideal world, I guess what I'm saying, and the actual world are always two different things. And so in order to change something, you have to be able to see it for what it is. And there's something behind the enormity of the gap between high hopes and harsh facts, between the observable joys and sorrows and concerns that make people turn away from faith. Now that's the other extreme. Any kind of festivals of joy, like Christmas, Hanukkah, Easter, you go on with it, can be terribly difficult for many people to cope with because they can be seen as delusions and grotesque fantasies that mock the reality of life that some people come to see as cruel and the knowledge. They've been so wounded that they can't accept any joy at all. I was like that when I got out of seminary, a little bit like that. When you find out things in the Bible aren't true, and you find out, and you know they are, but just a lot of things. Historical Jesus, for instance, versus the one we've been told about, and you find out about Mary and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I wound up for a while, I was married to a Jewish woman at the time, but we just didn't celebrate Christmas. Because, Hanukkah, we gave gifts to each other, but I was like, he wasn't born in December, so why am I wasting my time with this? Or this didn't go. But I got over that. It took me a couple years. I like getting gifts. Okay? I like giving gifts. Love it. I love it. And I love it that it comes from the pagan. It comes from, I love all that. So I got my joy back. But I know people that they can't get it. They lost it. Something in them died. Religious faith of any description can be seen as inappropriate when you've lost that kind of joy. It's almost impossible to imagine today that there are still many countries and people who are at peace right now. Something tells us that it can't last, so I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, and I know I do that at times. Possibility of nuclear war, so very real. Social justice, racial, economic, sexual equality. They're great dreams. All of us who have labored in any of the efforts know, however, how far we are from making them a reality. And that doesn't mean we don't try. But we are far, and sometimes it seems like even further away. Freedom is a hope, a dream that we in America have been struggling with for well over 2 centuries, with the knowledge that in many ways, perhaps we are as far from realizing that dream today as were our forefathers and foremothers who first thought of this centuries ago. And so it is with our public and private hopes. And so what is real? Well, how do we find joy in our religion? How do we find what we really believe? Reality can only be seen as, for some, if you, Michael, you're looking through rose-colored glasses, you know, well, I don't get accused of that, but maybe it's the other way around. But you know, and then you have those who, you know, there's a silver lining in all of this, Michael. You know, and so where does the truth lie? Or more than that, whose truth? If we don't see things as they are, or we see things as we are, how does one walk this balance? I don't know. But we'll see. We always want answers. We manufacture them ourselves when we don't get them. Why didn't I get the date? Why didn't I get the job? Why is there such a breakdown of law and order? Why are children the way they are? Why have my loved ones, why have they turned sour? All of this is natural, but the danger comes when we believe that we truly have all the answers. When I start believing that everything I say to you is the truth, then we have to sit down and talk. Make all of the facts fit like I would have them fit. That's crazy. Ralph Waldo Emerson reminds us, reality has a sliding door. And it is the nature of sliding doors to what? To reveal different contents of the interior as the door moves. So the more you see that much, and then you see that much, and then you see that much. All of us can and do come to profound understandings of life and ourselves in moments of insight through years of experience. But to persuade ourselves that any of these views are the last word is when we run into problems. Hopes and dreams and visionary ideals are a fundamental part of life, just as any basic understanding of reality is. I have a friend who thinks that we're going through what we're going through and socially and what have you in the country, and there's a reason for it, and it's all going to be okay. I have other friends who say it's doom and gloom. Sometimes I'm between both. But it's always going to be what I want it to be, what I make it to be. It's always that. That's how powerful we are. But it's how do I navigate it? And so the faith that I'm talking about rejects all dogmas as presumptuous. A free liberal faith, Unitarian Universalism, a broader vision, provides that for me, and obviously for you. And it doesn't matter whether we identify the greater life as God or nature or life force or ultimately, it doesn't, the force, it doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, if one is poetically free enough to use the word God, perhaps the unique, wondrous relationship that God has that for people, the word. But for me, it's just your preference. It's a matter of style. You can use any word you want. What we need to keep in mind is true religion, Alan Watts reminds us, transforms anxiety into laughter. Into laughter. That's real religion. That's healthy religion. It reminds us, and I don't want to overstate this, but there's a majesty to being human. As screwed up as we are, there is a majesty to it. We have a unique place in the universe for whatever reason, for whatever plan or order. We can control and direct our ways. I can do that my pit bull can't. He can't. I wish he could. Well, maybe I don't. Because he'd probably be different. But there's something about it. And so the answers may always elude us. I'm almost done. It's meandering, but I got you thinking about this. Our dreams will always disappoint us, yes. Our fears will flourish. Sometimes we're going to be foolish, yes. There'll be doubt along the way, yes. But it is our free, religious, liberal church faith. That's what makes us different from our brothers and sisters in Presbyterian land and in Baptist land. And I don't mean it, it's more churchianity sometimes than it is the quest for knowledge. We don't have a creed that if you just believe these things, you'll be saved. We don't have that. We don't need that. We stress uncertainty. We stress inclusiveness. Being human is not always tragic if we lose touch with it. Then there's the problem. Last I checked, Unitarianism and Universalism are religions or a way of life, and they help us to understand. We don't cry out to a God to save us, at least not in that way. We laugh, we cry, we sing praises, we curse, we carry on. Lastly, joy. We are complex creatures. Faith probably remains the surest way of keeping us open, as you said, the heart chakra. Remember, keep that heart chakra open. It keeps us open to the gift of joy. Faith in oneself, faith in truth, of goodness, of beauty, of love, faith in life. Faith, if you will, in the God of life. Stop twitching. Unlike joy, faith can be sought after, pursued, nurtured, built up intentionally, which is why we have churches, for better or for worse. We need faith to perceive, to nourish the special qualities that we have. Be open to the gift of joy. No matter disappointments, controversies, crisis, defeat, despair, we're going to have it all, especially in days and years and months ahead. They can be terribly hard times to deal with, but they cannot touch that inner joy, right? That invincible summer. In the midst of winter, we've discovered within each other that we have an invincible summer. Joy is a gift, it's a blessing. It's not deserved or undeserved. It's not sought after. It's not incidental, but its presence makes all the difference. So now let's go eat. And thank you for your patience. I promise you there'll be less meandering, but I had to get that out in the future. Please rise as you are willing and able and sing our closing hymn, number 144. Now is the time approaching.
After the hymn, please have a seat again because Encore has one more song.
Now
They're going to give us the encore, no pun intended. But can we give them a hand now? Right. Okay, and you can eat. If here you have found freedom, take it with you in the world. If here you have found comfort, go and share it with others. If you have dreamed dreams, help one another that they may come true. If you have known love, give some back to a bruised and broken world. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you all for bearing with us with technical difficulties. You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged, though I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all, the darkness inside you can make you feel so small. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow. Yeah. Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy, can't remember when I last saw you laughing. If this world makes you crazy and you've taken all you can bear, you can call me up, because you know I'll be there. And I'll see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show true colors. Your true colors are beautiful, like a rainbow. Hey, rainbow. And if this world makes you crazy and you're taking all you can bear, you can call me up, because you know I'll be there. And I'll see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid, let them show true colors. Your true colors, your true colors come shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow.